Hey everyone, and welcome back to Swift Lessons. Today I'm coming to you from Wrocław, Poland. My wife Natalia and I, we've been traveling around Poland, having a good time, visiting family, and we finally got some time to relax. I'm at the hotel, and I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to jam on and break down a tune called Two of Us by the Beatles. Let's get started with a quick demonstration. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two of us riding nowhere, spending someone's heart and pain. You and me Sunday driving, not arriving on our way back home. We're on our way home, on our way home. We're going home. Sending postcards, writing letters on my wall. You and me burning matches, lifting latches on our way back home. We're on our way home, on our way home. We're going home. Longer than the road that stretches out ahead. Two of us wearing raincoats, standing solo in the sun. You and me chasing paper, getting nowhere on our way back home. We're on our way home, on our way home. We're going home. You and I have memories longer than the road that stretches out ahead. Two of us wearing raincoats, standing solo in the sun. You and me chasing paper, getting nowhere on our way back home. 2, 3, we're on our way home, on our way home. We're going home. Okay, closer look at the fretboard. Hopefully you can see my pick in hand well enough. We're getting started with that intro section, very iconic lick. It's gonna sound like this real slow. All right, now sound great if you can stomp your foot with those quarter notes. Now this is a lick that's being played over G major, okay, or the first 2 times are going to be just by itself. It's just going to be that lick, then after that, the second 2 times, that G major chord comes in with the band kind of growing. Okay, so breaking that down, we're on the 7th frets of the G string and the high E string. One more time, it sounds like this, just once. Okay, so 7th fret G string, high E string, 7th fret G, high E string, then the high E string again, then the G string, and then the high E string, open. Now every time you hit that open E string, it kind of resets. We're gonna do it again. So you need to do 4 of those, what I just showed you, in total. So one more time real slow. And it sounds very good if you can slide up into that first note on the G string 7th fret. So I like to do that on the first one. right, you do that 4 times, then we get to the G major chord to start our verse. Okay, moving into the verse section, I'm going to cover the strumming pattern and the chord changes with you as I go, following along using my chord sheet, which is already available at patreon.com/swiftlessons. So we have a G major chord. Now, this is a very beginner-friendly song, so I want to make sure that you know how to play the chords the way that I play them. We have the 3rd fret of the low E string with the ring finger, 2nd fret of the A string with the middle, and your pinky is on the high E string, 3rd fret. If you're a beginner, you might need to stretch that pinky down. Okay, so that gets you up to 2 of us riding nowhere, spending someone's. All right, next we're going to have C, C/B to A minor, a classic walk down. Sounds like this. Okay, putting a little bit of Spanish flair there on the A minor chord. So, play a C major chord, that's 3rd fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the D string, middle finger, and the pointer finger, 1st fret of the B string. Here you're gonna play down, up, down, up. All right, then we're gonna play C/B. Take the ring finger off, middle finger jumps up to the A string, and we do the same exact strumming technique. All right, then onto the A minor chord. Here, you can just play the same exact technique, down, up, for a full measure, or you can play something that's a little bit more complex. Something along those lines. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Sounds great if you can kind of whip the wrist as you do that. All right, so many different strumming options there on that A minor. Try to have some fun, be creative there. Okay, so far you have 2 of us riding nowhere, spending someone's hard-earned pay. All right, then we gotta repeat that again. You and me, Sunday driving, not arriving on our way back. All right, then when we say home, we get to the G major chord, and that's going to be the beginning of the chorus. We're gonna have that for 3 beats. Okay, jumping into our chorus section. This part is coming out of the verse. I'm gonna demonstrate it for you, the whole thing, all the way through, chord progressions and the strumming pattern. Then I'll break it down. G major chord gets us started. It's gonna sound like this, just instrumentally. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. So the chords that we need for this section, the G chord, all right, we already have that one down. A D major chord, 2nd fret G, 2nd fret high E, and the 3rd fret B string, strumming from the D string down. Then an optional C major chord for a single strum. All right, so one more time, just the first progression there. Run away home, on our way home. The G chord gets down, down, up, down. D chord, down, down, up. Then the C chord, down, getting us back to the G major chord. So we've changed to 3/4 time here. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And if you watch some live footage, you'll notice that Paul McCartney often skips this chord, but members of his band are playing it. So it's an optional C chord, but I think it really lends a lot, especially for solo performance. Okay, repeat that 2 times. On our way home, we're on our way home. Then, on the 3rd time, we're gonna play down, down, up, down, up. On the G chord, then on the C major, we're gonna play down, down, up, and then go back to the G chord and play down. So it'll be like this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. You let it ring for about a measure, then we're gonna play that intro section once again. Remember, repeating that 4 times. Okay, so now you have that chorus section down. Fantastic. The last thing that I want to say about it is that if you're going into a bridge from that chorus, you're not going to let it ring and go into the intro. Rather, you're going to do a build-up. It would sound like this. starting from one of those G, D, C progressions. Run away home, going home. You and I have memories to get into the bridge. Okay, great work everybody. You have the intro, you have the verse, and you have the chorus section down, the chord changes and strumming patterns. Fantastic. Now we're moving into the last section that I need to show you, the bridge. I'm going to demonstrate it with the lyrics, then I'll break it down for you step by step. It's going to sound like this. Coming out of the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, home. Building it up. You and I have memories longer than the road that stretches out ahead. And then that gets us back into the verse. Okay, so this section's going to start off with a bar chord, but it's a whole note strum lasting 4 beats, just ringing out. So not a terribly difficult part of the song. So B flat major chord can be played in a few different ways. I'll show you 2 kind of professional ways, then I'll show you a beginner-friendly way. I take the B flat major chord, it's the 1st fret of the A string. My ring finger can bar over D, G, and B on the 3rd fret. Now I can also play this with an A chord shape. My middle finger on the D string, 3rd, ring finger below that on the G, and my pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string. I can still grab that 1st fret of the A string if I'm able. So beginners, you can just go like this on 3 strings. You can even grab the high E string, 1st fret. Okay. Now that's the beginner-friendly way of playing this chord. So, recap. This way is very professional, very useful bar chord shape. Actually, every bar chord, major bar chord in the book. Or you can do it like this with the A chord shape up a fret, or you can do it the beginner-friendly way with no bar. Trying your best to get that high E string arching my fingers a little bit better, just like that. Okay, so let that ring for a measure. You and I have memories. That D minor chord comes in, 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd fret of the B, 1st fret of the high E string, strumming from the D string down, and letting that ring for a measure. You and I have memories. Alright, then another bar chord shape. I'll simplify this for you as well. G minor, bar the 3rd fret, set up kind of an E minor looking shape. That's the 5th fret of the A and D. Alright, now here you want to strum those 8th note strumming patterns. Sometimes I do a calypso pattern here, down, down, up, down, up, something along those lines. Okay, now if you're a beginner, you could play it with just a little bar on 3 strings on the 3rd fret, G, B, and high E, and you can try to shoot for grabbing the D string 5th fret. Alright, that's a very kind of more beginner-friendly way of playing this section. Okay, so far you have You and I have memories, the G minor with the strumming pattern, longer than the... Then, we're moving on to A minor, 2 beats, A minor 7 for 2 beats, which is optional. So that would be like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then go to a D7 chord. Super useful chord, one everybody should know. 2nd fret of the G string, 1st fret of the B string, and the high E string, 2nd fret with the ring finger. Of course, a D major chord would have worked fine too, but this gives it a little bit more of a bluesy vibe, a little bit more tension, telling the audience that you're definitely going back into the verse. Okay, and here you're just going to play those 8th note strums. Okay, let's play the entire bridge together now. Getting started with our B flat major chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. You and I have memories longer than the road that stretches out ahead. You can feel it. 2 of us sending Polsk Alright, then you're jumping into the next verse right from there. Alright everyone, great work. You have that intro section. You have the verse section, chugging along, hitting your walk downs, getting a little Spanishy with it. You have the chorus as well, switching to 3/4 time, 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then converting yourself back to 4/4 time. And finally, you have that bridge section. You and I have memories longer than the road that stretches out ahead. And you're ready to perform. Alright everyone, thanks so much for your patience as I've been planning this lesson and traveling around a little bit. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much to my supporters for checking out this video. I'll have many more special resources for you at patreon.com/swiftlessons. I got many more videos coming up, so keep checking back. Please subscribe, please share. This is Rob at Swift Guitar Lessons in Philadelphia saying happy picking.